I'm Christina, and this is the Resist panel, so hopefully you're all in the right place. I'm going to be your moderator for this last session, so hope you enjoy. It's going to be pretty informal, so feel comfortable to speak your piece, ask questions, definitely get into a dialogue. I'm going to introduce my panelists, and then I'm going to let them tell you a little bit about themselves and open up some questioning and allow you guys to ask some questions as well. So, sorry,
So my name's Devin Gosnell. I am a political consultant in the area. I live in South Philadelphia. I'm from South Carolina, and I went to college in Tennessee. I got my start out here in Mayor Nutter's administration in 2013. Worked for him 2 years, then transitioned into political communications, and then transitioned into running political campaigns. I've done a congressional race in the area, the PA 7. It's out in the suburbs. I've done a State House race when 165, it's where I met Pasquale, and then now I'm running 7 local races in Delaware County, 3 commissioner races, 4 school board races, and I'm doing statewide fundraising campaigns for just various clients. So that's kind of like my deal. That's what I do. Well, man.
Cool. So I definitely want to talk about me, but again, I want to frame this idea of resistance. I think we have an absolute duty to resist. We have a patriotic duty to resist. People talk about, loving the country all the time. This is your moment. We have an opportunity to resist, and I think here in Philadelphia, we know that all too well. I really do believe that we have this unique responsibility as the birthplace of democracy to hold it really close, to defend it at all costs, and I think that that's what this entire moment is about. There are other inflection points in history where those people were just living their lives, and I bet they didn't think we'd be talking about what they were doing 20, 30, 40 years later. But those moments matter, and we're another one of those moments. My grandfather, Muhammad Kenyatta, was a civil rights activist, ran for mayor here in 1975. I was born in North Philly, still live there, and so whether I'm doing local community events like Civic Saturdays, where we're teaching people about basic civics, or whether I'm working as a political commentator on Fox or Al Jazeera or wherever else, I think what is happening in this moment, you being here today, I think it matters. But if we talk about resistance, again, I don't think we can talk about it without women. The resistance is female. And so I think it's very interesting that 2 guys are up here on this panel, but we're lucky with a very good moderator.
Okay, so the first question we kind of want to cover is, first of all, what College Devs kind of means to you, and secondly, what do you feel like some of the goals should be for the chapter as far as resistance?
You got any other stock questions? Can we kick it off with a different one?
Sure.
We've done that twice already. I'm sorry, guys.
How do you feel like we should run our weekly meetings, and how do you feel like we should organize our board and organize in general?
I'm gonna go large scale here. Sorry, I just want to shake it up. All right, guys. Here's what has to happen. All right, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna be all weird, but college Dems is important, and it's a good thing. I just want to say thank you guys for coming out here. It's important that you're here because you guys are the ones you're the future talent in the Democratic Party. Period. You guys are the bench. We need people that are trained operatives that know how to politically organize and communicate, who know how to execute and develop strategy. Those things are without people knowing how to do anything, nothing gets done. So I'm glad that y'all took a weekend out of your life to come here and have some fun. Maybe learn something, take something back home with you. So thank you for coming. And as regards to your local chapters, try to pick one thing that you learned here and bring it back. And what I would probably be repetitive in saying this is when you show up to a room, when you're in a room, show up prepared. And when you bring this stuff back to your chapters, give clear instructions to people. Give clear marching orders. Not hey, I kind of want you to do something. What exactly do you want to get done? How do you want it done? And when do you need it done by? Give clear instructions to your people, and that will help your local chapters execute.
And I think if we could build on that, if you don't give people a reason to be, they won't be. Mm-hmm. And so we have to think about in our chapters, and I'm, think very fondly of my time as a student leader on my campus, being a part of college Dems. And one of the things that's probably true is you're one of the really engaged people on your chapters or in your community or whatever. And a lot of times we can get into the cycle where we're doing all the work, and that is the exact wrong way to run anything that is going to be sustainable. You need to, and Devin said this, I'm going to steal it, you need to delegate yourself out of a job.
I influenced you.
People say, you influence me all the time.
Damn, dude, I influenced Malcolm Kenyatta.
First So
say
you
that.
twang, you can't not be influenced by a southern twang, so that helps. But I would think about that. A lot of times we have our e-board, we have these great ideas, and all we want to do is execute against that, as opposed to saying, how can this opportunity be a moment for other people to get engaged and involved and incorporate their ideas and their passion and their talent, and not just doing what I say, but in coming and bringing all of their passion to it. And so I think you really need to be thinking about that. Am I delegating? Am I bringing in other people? And when I ask them to come and they're there, do I have something for them to do? And it should be clear and concise and specific.
Right.